Okay, shoulder exercises, the things you're gonna need is a band, probably a skinny one, but anyone works that's a long loop band. And then weights that are around 5 pounds. If you don't have weights at home, you can use a water bottle. The more you fill it up, the heavier it's gonna get. Like a big hydro flask full of water is a really good option at home. You're gonna need 2 of them. The first one, we're gonna hook the band onto a door around waist height or wherever the handle lies is fine. So I'm gonna do that quick. As far as positioning of the band goes, it's gonna go around your arm bone. So I don't want it up on your shoulder. I want it to cup your arm bone because as we're stretching, it's gonna be pulling your arm out to give some space in that joint. So I'm gonna grab my band and bring it around my arm bone. So it's where I said that it's cupping my arm bone. Hand's gonna go behind my back. I'm gonna rotate my elbow as far forward as I can and as far back as I can. Getting some really good tension on that band, so it's really pulling on my arm. Elbow rotates forward, elbow comes back. So we do the first one. And then next is gonna be the lat stretch. So the band is gonna go up over a door, so up high. Okay, I'll show you on this side. First one is gonna be holding onto the band. So I'm holding onto it, leaning into it until you gently feel like you're ripping your arm off. So I'm pulling away, getting a really good stretch. That's 1. 2 is I'm gonna rotate 45 degrees away and lean and get a big stretch. And 3 is I'm gonna rotate 45 degrees in, same thing, lean and stretch. Gently ripping your arm off. Next is gonna be prone sweeps. And so that's gonna be set up on the floor. Now the goal with this guy is to be able to get your arms to float above your back and then come all the way up over the ground. I can't quite see, but that's fine. There. So you're gonna set up by lifting your head off the ground, staring at the ground. So don't tip up, keep your head facing down. Arms are gonna start behind your back, trace all the way around, touch the sky, touch up overhead. Same thing, come back, touch up and overhead. Back and forth between those. Next we've got 6-way shoulder, and that's gonna be with the band again. So the motions of the shoulder are gonna be up, down, forward, back, rotate in, rotate out. So the band is gonna go, we'll start at waist height on the door. So I'm locking that in there. Okay. And I'll show you on this side. All right. So the first one we're gonna do is we'll start with ups and back. With these, you're not gonna be able to do all the motions with the band at waist height. So we'll do all of the waist height banded exercises. And then you need to move the band up for 2 of them. So we'll do those last. So we'll start with rotate out and rotate in. I want you to put something underneath your arm for this one. That's why we start with it. So it's like a pillow or a rolled up shirt, something. If you really have nothing, you can use your fist, but ideally it's something. You're gonna rotate out and control back in. Rotate out and control back in. And then we need to do the inward motion. So you're gonna turn around to do that guy, rotate in. When you're doing it, if I show you on the side, you're coming all the way to your stomach and then going back to a neutral point. So don't worry about a stretch. Neutral, in, back to neutral. So it's in and out. And then we'll go up and back. So I'm grabbing that band and I'm gonna come up. Oh, make sure your door is secured. Up and back down. Up and back down. Reclose that. So that's up, and then we've got backs. Same thing, you're gonna turn around, pulling the band backwards. And I want you to go as far back as you can with that motion. So don't just stop your body, pull it all the way back. So far we've got in, out, up, back. Now we need to go up and down. So we can go up here, up. And then for this last one, We're gonna put the band up at the top of the door. So that it's resisting you as you pull down, down. So in all those motions, make sure you pull it down and control it on the way back. Okay, then we've got Y's, T's, and W's. So what those are gonna be, you are gonna lay on your stomach or hinge forward so that your back is relatively flat. I'm just gonna hinge. This is where the water bottles come in, so I want about 5 pounds. You can go up if you're strong enough, go less if you're not quite there, but it should be something that's difficult to get 12 reps done. So I'm just gonna hinge so I can stand forward. So I'm not rounding my back to get there and sticking my butt out and hinging forward. So see my back is totally straight. First, I'm gonna start with Y's. So I'm making the letter Y with my arms. So going up and out. Thinking about squeezing my shoulder blades together. It's Y. And I've got T. So again, the same thing with the hinge. I'm gonna make the letter T. And all of these motions, my thumbs are leading. So on a Y, my thumbs go to the sky. On the T, my thumbs go to the sky. And then last is gonna be a W. So that's gonna come here, like there's my letter W. I'm in that hinge, thumbs to the sky, making a letter W. Pinching my shoulder blades every single time. And then the last one is again gonna be on the ground. It's gonna be Sidelying external rotation with a punch. So we wanna have, either, I'll do it with a band. Either you wanna have a weight or a resistance band. Again, you're gonna have 12 reps of these, so if you choose to use a weight, it should be something that's challenging. But you are gonna lay on your side. If I'm using a band, I'm gonna use it, hold in my working hand, and then also hold it in my not working hand for resistance. So I'm going to be rotating to the sky, and then punching up. Returning back down, rotating in. Rotate out, punch. Notice my motion, my thumb is still always leading. So thumb leads out, and then thumb drives forward. Returns back, rotates in. So with the band, I'm gonna rotate out and punch the sky. Return back, come in. When I'm setting this up, I wanna make sure my shoulder blades are pinched back so I'm not crouched down and forward. So I'm setting up by pinching, rotate out, punch the sky, come back, rotate in. And that is the shoulder program.